Marvel Studios' very own Kevin Feige is teasing the rapid growth and expansion of the MCU multiverse after Marvel's What If, and he adds more fuel to the flame of exploring the What If multiverse, this time in live action. So we already know a few films and TV series that are going to be dealing with the multiverse. Obviously, we already had Loki. We have the upcoming Doctor Strange, there's of course Spider-Man, there's going to be Deadpool 3, Loki Season 2, and who knows what else, because they said there is more projects on the way. Well, recently, speaking about Marvel Studios' expansion into animation, and if we could ever see any of that going into live action, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, had an interesting answer, because he said that they may spin into other mediums and live action with Marvel's What If and explore those corners of the Marvel Universe. And he specifically said that the 2 seasons of Marvel's What If that they had envisioned led them to believe that they may be able to span into different corners of the Marvel Universe in not just animation, but live action, and explore other mediums beyond that as well, because the opportunities are there, and if people are interested, they can make it a reality. Now, previously I speculated you could do comics. I mean, comic spin-offs would certainly be interesting, but I think also you could do something like those audio podcast plays and things. You know, Marvel already does those, as well as DC. They have like a Wolverine one, for example, that continues to go on every couple of years that comes from Marvel, and they seem to be working on more. It honestly won't surprise me if they do some what-if tales and stories like that, just to kind of broaden the MCU's reach into different corners of the universe. Now, how much impact that could possibly have on the bigger live-action universe remains to be seen, but I think once we see Multiverse of Madness, we're going to see a couple things that could potentially spin off into live action. And make no mistake, Marvel Studios will definitely be looking at reactionary, takes, pieces, and fan favorites to look at potentials and kind of gauge the audience for what they want to see. And if audiences gravitate towards one thing more than anything, you better bet that they're going to be able to spin that off and capitalize on that. And I mean, you have to look no further than Loki. He was meant to be a one-and-done villain for the first Thor, but he was so well received that they brought him back, and then brought him back again, and then his own TV series that's now going to be multiple seasons, and he's returning for other projects. So there's always that reactionary factor that Marvel Studios is looking for. So I guess when we get to Multiverse of Madness, make some noise and maybe they'll hear us.